Hola, it's Aurora here today, and we're going to do this in one take, all honesty, because I have, not going to do it in one take, but I have no script or anything like that. But this video today will be talking about, I didn't know what to do for my first 2017 video, so I've been wanting to do this for a little bit now, seeing how the Switch has been, obviously announced not too long ago, and games been leaked about the Switch and everything like that. But to get back on topic, and if you hear noise in the background, that's the dog as usual. He's always next to my chair and everything like that. He's always under the mic. But we're going to be talking about the Nintendo Switch port or version of Smash, like Super Smash Bros. So I'm going to do two different lists here. I'm going to do a list for third-party characters. Then I'm going to do a list for, first-party characters. So this list will actually be taking part of, third-party characters. I'll do third-party first because third-party is more excited. To me, it's more exciting to see third-party characters in Smash than any other character. We might also do some maps as well because the third-party characters will come with their maps and everything like that. So this is not a top 10 list or anything like that. And whichever character comes last doesn't mean I wanted this one more than the other, or whichever one comes first. And like I said, it's just telling you my characters that I will like. Shantae, for instance, or Shantae. I prefer to call her Shantae, even though it is pronounced Shantae. She pronounces it in her games like that. But she was another character for Ballad that everybody really wanted in the game. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people really wanted Shantae. There was a lot of people backing the character and everything like that. Even the developers, WayForward themselves, the developers from WayForward and everything like that, they wanted Shantae in the game, creating alternate costumes from risky boots to karate tops and just other things like that, like her previous costume from previous games, the pirate costume, which would be the one that I would abusively use the most out of all of them. But even Dark Shantae, when she gets her dark magic. But sorry about that spoiler. If you didn't play any of the games where it happens a lot, all right. But it will be Shantae, and most likely if she does make it into the game, I would love for her to make it in the game. I have to say, if I had to be extreme biased, she is my number one character that I would like to have. Like, I voted for her on the ballot. But if she was to make it into the game, most likely her hometown, Scuttletown, will be in the game. And if it's not Scuttletown, which is hard to believe, it'll probably be, the outskirts of Scuttletown, which is her house and everything like that. But it most likely will be Scuttletown. And just hearing the multiple variations of Scuttletown, theme from Pirate Curse, Half Genie, Half Hero, Risky's Revenge, and the first Shantae, there'll be multiple variations of Scuttletown because, I believe Pirate Curse was Pirate Curse. I believe Pirate Curse. The theme of Scuttletown changed so many times, and there was one theme in particular that I just thought was amazing. If I can remember which version of it, I will play it in this video. But right now, since this is not scripted at all, I can't remember what the theme is. But alright, so moving on to the next one. Sora from Kngdom Hearts. Alright, so he was also a character that was voted a lot in the ballot as well. A lot of people wanted Sora. I was one of those people as well. Like, if I had to vote for someone secondly, it would be Sora over anybody else. Shantae and Sora. I'm a huge Sonic fan, but these two come first to me. So I wanted Shantae and Sora. Sora because the fact that come on now, like you gave us Cloud, all right. I know that a lot of people are, another sword wielder. We don't need no more of those. I completely agree with a lot of people in the sword wielders. We do have a lot of them in the game, all right. But that's kind of what makes Smash diverse compared to other fighting games. Most fighting games, you use your hands, use some form of energy, a blast, ki, fire, and all that type of stuff. But in Smash, you got a large variety of all different types of weaponry, from hammers to it goes everywhere. It's no limit really in Smash. Like Kyle proves that was limit breaking. But Sora would be really amazing in this game. He will have his magic, he will have his forms and everything like that. It's just that his cartoony demeanor as well, like the way he is made and designed, from like visual and personality, it just fits so perfect in Smash. And it's hard not to believe that he wasn't chosen. Like when you go, Sora's not getting not Smash Bros. That's hard to believe, to be completely honest, because the way that Sora is, like, he seems like he would fit so perfectly. Like his drives and everything like that. I don't know how they will implement that in the game if he was to make it in the game. His drives from Anti, Master, Valor, Wisdom, final limit, all those type of forms. I hope I didn't miss one. I don't think I did miss one. Well, he does have the new defense one in Kingdom Hearts 3, but we don't know much about that yet, but that's not the point. He will have abilities from every single Kingdom Hearts games, from the Trinity Limit to flow motion to rate, strike rate, that is. All of his magic abilities, he will be like insane. I know that, you know, DLC characters doesn't get customs, but if Sora to have customs, like, it's endless. The amount of customs that he can have, or the decision on choosing what customs will be, it will be so difficult because it's endless. He has like an endless amount of abilities. Same for Shantae, but we're talking about Sora right now. But that would be my reason that I would want Sora into Smash so bad. Blaze the Cat. I feel like Blaze the Cat. Why would you want Blaze the Cat? That doesn't make any sense. What about Shadow? What about Silver? Well, the reason Blaze the Cat, because as a lot of people say, you can never have too many female reps in Smash Bros. I mean, we did get a lot more with this iteration of Smash, but if we had, and Blaze the Cat would be perfect. She has pyrokinesis, she has speed almost equal to Sonic, not quite there, but she does move pretty damn fast. And the fact that she's another female rep and she's just a badass. Like, Blaze is a legitimate badass. People do like to make the joke, oh, Blaze is just a female Shadow the Hedgehog. To an extent, that is true, but not entirely. Blaze has a lot of background going for it, but there's not a Sonic character that doesn't have a lot of background going for them. Even Big the Cat, man, even he has a background going for him. Nobody likes him though. I mean, I don't like him. But Blaze, she has pyrokinesis, she has speed, she has a super form, well, it's a blazing form. She's a princess of her own realm and everything like that. She can make it into the game. She has the combat capabilities of being in the game, from like a lot of her moves or her motions, like movement options, can be taken from Sonic Rush or Sonic Rush Adventure, such as being able to pull off tricks. You can use you can use the buttons to hover, you can use it for a jump, you can use it for an attack. I would like to see Blaze in the game. Now, would Blaze come with a stage? That would be questionable because Sonic already has a stage in the game. So I don't know if they'll give her another stage. Maybe like something from Sonic Rush Adventure. And then on top of that, I also forgot to mention this. When the new characters come to the game, they'll have new music as well. And having music will be insane. You can never have enough music in Smash Bros. Smash Bros. Their soundtrack is like ridiculously amazing. I love everything about their soundtrack because it's games from like all around the place. Like it's everywhere. It's from all the Smash games, not Smash games, all from like the characters games in general. But I would love to see Blaze in the game due to those reasons of just she's a strong female character and the fact that she's a straight up badass at pyrokinesis. If she wants to set you on fire, she can just think it and you're on fire. It's amazing. Aurora from Child of Light. Child of Light was a game, an RPG that I enjoyed way too much. Like, way too much. It is absolutely insane how much I enjoyed the game. I played through the game a total number of like 5 times. Like, new game plus upon new game plus upon new game plus. The first time I played the game, I played it on the Xbox 360. But I didn't know anything at all about the game. I seen a trailer to the game. Well, I seen the art, like a picture for the game, and I instantly knew I had to have the game. Then I seen a trailer of the game, and then I knew for a fact that I must play this game. Then I played an actual trailer of this game, and that's when I decided I'm buying this game. I wanted to buy it to begin with, but it was just everything just tied into each other once again. There's already mods on Game Banana where you can play in her world. You can play in Lumeria. It's already mods for it. This is amazing, but having Aurora in the game would be so amazing. Her and Nucleus, I don't think that he would take like major part similar to like Rosalie and Luma. I don't think she'll play nearly as simple as the same as them or as annoying as they do play. But a Nucleus can be like, I mean, it won't be as powerful neutral B, but it can be similar to Mewtwo's like down B, because in the game you can use a Nucleus to blind allies. Well, not allies. You don't want to blind your allies, I bet. But you can use a Nucleus to blind your enemies for a short period of time. So it can work like Mewtwo's neutral B. Not neutral B, it can work like Mewtwo's down B, where he stuns you at a disable for a short period of time, or depending on your percent. But since in this case, it should be like a short period of time. Also, a Nucleus was able to heal his allies and collect items for his allies and yourself. So those other things can be implemented in a way that will be balanced, because we don't want another Rosalina and Luma. Like, I don't mind Rosalina and Luma, but she can cause a lot of assault upon people. But Aurora comes equipped with a sword. She comes equipped with magic, and she comes equipped with wings. She's able to fly. Like, she's not the best at combat, but in the game she picks up a sword and she knows exactly what she needs to do, and she goes straight at it as a little girl. On top of that, like, not undermine her because she's a little girl, but she just got sucked into this different world. She doesn't know anything that's going on, and she just goes straight into the fray. Like, her nerves are pretty damn tough, and her objective is to get to what she needs to do. So her being in the game would be absolutely badass. I love the problem is, I don't know how they would if she would to make it in the game, which I highly doubt, because Child Light's not that like big of a game. It's pretty what can I say, underground, I guess. It's not like a AAA game. It's not one of those games. It's kind of like one of Ubisoft's side projects, and I think it was an amazing side project on that. But the problem is, if they did implement her in the game, I don't know what they would do as in character form, because if you haven't played the game, well, Aurora does go through two different changes. She starts as a little girl, becomes a teenager, then becomes an adult through collecting certain things in the game, which I won't say. But I don't know how they would implement her. If they would have put her in the game, I would love for them to keep her in her base form when she was a little kid, because I don't know, she's adorable, and it's funny watching this little girl lug a giant sword. Once again, another sword fighter, I know. Crash Bandicoot. I mean, I don't know if you've seen this one coming or not, but let's be honest here. Crash Bandicoot, he's just like Sora. He belongs in Smash, in my personal opinion. Now, I had a hard choice between choosing Crash and choosing the character from Rivals of Aether. If there was a character from Rivals of Aether, I would have chose Absa, just because I love the way Absa plays. But since we're talking about Crash here, Crash would be the character that we would be wanting to be in this game as well, because Crash's personality is just phenomenal. And like, I know that Nintendo and Sony / Crash had their back and forth shots towards each other once in the past. Or at least I know that Sony just had their shots towards Nintendo in the past, yelling outside their building and everything for commercials. But Crash would be an amazing character to put into Smash Bros. He has a large variety of hey, sit down, relax, all right, calm down, Doge. But Crash has a large variety of a moveset. His moveset is huge. You can take almost anything. Obviously, you have his trademark spin, and it's just the fact, like, he's he's comedy relief. He's just absolutely hilarious. And having him in the game would be amazing. He can have his bazooka cannon launcher. I don't know all of Crash's equipment, but I do know a lot of his moves. And a lot of his moves can come from my favorite series of the Crash games, the mutant versions. I love that Crash of the Titans, I love Crash and Mind Over Mutants. Like, if they would put Crash in the game, they most likely would go for Crash's traditional design. They won't use Mind Over Mutant in Crash of the Titans. Even though, unpopular opinion, number one, I believe that those were his best designs. I believe that Mind Over Mutant and Crash of the Titans was his best character model design. I love the way it looked, and I love the way Aku looked. But they most likely go with the traditional one. The Crash, if he was in the game, he would be absolutely amazing. I would imagine that he would be like a Rushdown type character. Having his stage in the game, Wampa Island, I don't know what part of Wampa Island, honestly. Like, there's a lot of Wampa Island to go around, so we don't know what part of Wampa Island they would use, or if they would even use a Wampa Island. They might use a level from Wrath of Cortex, Twisted Insanity, and all that other stuff, like just a bunch of stuff. Dude. Like, Crash being in the game will make a lot of sense due to the fact that Crash is currently coming back. Well, the remakes are coming back, but still, I believe that we all know that the remakes is a way to test and see if Crash is still relevant, which I strongly believe that Crash is still relevant. We're still gonna have Crash Bandicoot in games and everything like that, and they're gonna bring Crash back. But the thing is, what route are they gonna take on it? But it'd be really smart and amazing for them to bring Crash to the game, due to the fact that it would help Nintendo, it would help Smash Bros. Sell even more, even though they don't have a problem selling to begin with. But it'll help Crash, and it will help Crash as well. Come back to the light of the mascots. Sonic as in Sega, Mario as in Nintendo. Like, Sony doesn't really have a mascot at this point. I mean, I guess they don't have a mascot at this point. Some people might say that they do. Like, I don't know. I don't see them having the mascot. I always saw that Crash with the mascot as Sony. But him being in the game would be amazing. I don't know what his alts will be or anything like that. But those are my characters, my third-party characters I would love to see in Smash Bros. If you have any opinions, comments, or arguments, debates, anything like that, post in the comments down below. I'll love to respond to you guys and see what you guys have to say and everything like that. So if you guys enjoyed this video, as usual, please leave a like and comment down below, and also have yourself a nice day.